everyone, it's me Alex. Welcome to a brand new video. In this video I'm going to be showing you, and I'm going to be talking about why this digital photo frame app that I use is the one that I'm pretty happy about. So if you did not know or seen my previous video on how to turn your old iPad into a digital photo frame, you can go ahead and check it out right now in the iCard. I've pasted it right there. I got a new iPad Air. This is the new iPad Air, but you might be thinking, you use your new iPad Air as a photo frame? And the answer is no. I have my old iPad, which is an iPad mini 4 that I'll insert a picture here. It's over on my other stand, but I couldn't get the picture right and I don't want to move it because it's already, or adjust my camera right because it was already like all set up and I don't want to move it. So I got the app on my iPad Air just to demonstrate, but no, this is not the one I use for my main photo frame app. The iPad Air is the one I use. So I got this new iPad Air and I was thinking, well, what's another cool way to bring it back? You know, it's like the old iPad mini because it's an iPad mini 4, so it's pretty old and Apple doesn't provide anymore that much trade-in value. So I thought, well, I'll turn it into a digital photo frame because those are kind of expensive too. So I went on the Apple App Store and found this cool app that I'm using right here. It's called Digital Photo Frame Slideshow. It's $10.99 a month, $10.99 a year or $30 for lifetime access. All that means lifetime access is you never do a payment again. You do one-time payment, and that's it. You never have to pay again. And of course, it's in your Apple ID, so it just syncs automatically. You never have to pay again, and you'll have full-time access to the app. But what makes this app is really cool is the features it has. I really love that you can set a start timer or an end timer. For example, you wanted to start at 8 a.m. It can go ahead and turn off at 9:45 p.m. That's what I have it set to, 8 a.m. to 9:45 p.m. You might be thinking, what happens while it's not within that the on time? All it does is that it dims. So that, for example, once this iPad reaches its limit or the timestamp that I set, well, it's not going to be now, but once it does, it's just going to go ahead and turn off. It's going to go into a black screen, and it's like it's not even on. Although I do recommend that I have a smart plug connected to it, so it turns off at night, so the battery also gets usage. Because it's not also well to have the iPad at 100% capacity the whole time. So I have a smart plug turned on at 10 p.m. when it turns off to 8 a.m. And that discharges the battery to about 45%. So that's like a whole cycle, which is good to make sure the battery gets used at night. Even though it's a black screen, so it doesn't use as much energy. But of course, if you guys have your own timer, that will be perfectly fine. And something else that I also like is that it syncs, the new photos you sync to an album automatically appear on the slideshow. So this is a demo folder that I set up on the iPad, so it's just no like pictures and stuff about like my family because I don't want to show them without permission, but they would just show up right here. And then, for example, if I took a picture today and just place it, because I have a photo album set even as my main photo frame album. So it's not like always on my whole pictures on there. So I set up like a digital photo frame album and then I link a picture or like take a picture. So I have an iCloud subscription. So that's why you see the pictures on here as well. If you don't, you may need to create a shared album with another Apple ID or just manually pass the pictures on here. So for me, I have the iCloud. So once I take a picture of, let's say, or a video about like I want to show on here, I take a picture or a video and then I just put that video to the album, and then once it syncs to the cloud, it should automatically appear on here. So you don't even have to go on the iPad, swipe the app up, and then reload the app to get those videos. That's what makes it pretty cool. And then also I'm going to go ahead and show you some features right here. You can have, actually let me go ahead and end this right here. So once you're here, click on plus, and then you can have, actually let me go ahead and start a screen recording so you guys can see this as well, so it's pretty clear. You guys can also do repeat. So if you have a small album, it just keeps repeating those pictures, or shuffle. All that means is if you can see I have picture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, it's not like that, but it's just going to play those in that order. If you put shuffle, it will just mix them up. Of course, this is a small album, so there's not going to be a lot of shuffle. Slide time, this is how fast the iPad or pictures move. I have it set to 10 seconds. And the transition, so it can fade out, or I have it on random. So these are the transitions you can do. I just have it on random so I can get a cool effect each time. And then image content mode, for example, if it's like a vertical picture, you know, it's just going to cut off the back. But of course, with this, as you can see, it makes it like you can see the background a little bit. So it makes it pretty cool. Oops, I didn't mean to close that. And then you have live photos that will display in videos, of course. You can have videos autoplay, so that means if you have it on off, you have to manually push it. But if you want this to be seamless or without you having to interact with the iPad, you want to make sure it's on. And the mute, even though the iPad is at 50% volume, it would play the audio, but I recommend putting this on mute so you don't hear the audio each time. And then customization. This is what makes it pretty cool. I'm not going to show it because it shows, you know, the city and stuff. But what makes it cool is you can display weather, air quality index, and the date and time, which is pretty cool. So as you can see right now, when I was doing that demo, you were able to see that the date and time because I turned off the weather and stuff. But that's pretty cool. And then this is the slideshow timer I was talking about. You can turn it on, and then you can choose the time range right here, on and off. Let me turn this off. Oop, it's already off. And then, just like that, once you do your settings, you push Start Slideshow. And then what I do on the iPad is put guided access on. So that means no one can, of course, this is not the main line I use for my photo frame, so I'm not going to lock this one. But all it means is that if you touch the iPad, you can't interact with it. It's locked on that app, and it's just off. So I really love that the features that it has is super easy. You don't really have to interact with it that much, which makes it pretty cool because you have a digital photo frame. You don't want to be up here like, oh, I had a new picture, like refresh. This one also works with, I think, Google Photos and other photo apps that I'll put a picture on here from the App Store. But this app is pretty cool. Thank you for watching this video on why I like this digital photo frame slideshow app as my digital photo frame app. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Bye.